Hello, this is Seth Lewis from Lantern Home Inspections, here to perform a sewer line camera inspection on property 5678 Southeast Byron Court, Milwaukee, Oregon 97267. Current time is 11:38 a.m. on January 15, 2026. The house is facing northwest. Here on the north corner of the house, the front entry is that way. There's Byron Court, their street. Here in the ground is a 4-inch ABS cleanout. I'm not sure if this is going to be it, but we're going to try from here. It looks like it is. So this looks like it is the sewer line for this property here on the north corner, northwest facing. I'm going to zero out my foot counter. I'm going to wait to see if there's some water that's going to run here. Yep, it looks like it is running. You can see there I have water running from the kitchen sink. I'm going to zero it out one more time. Purpose of this inspection is to determine the overall condition and serviceability of the sewer lateral for this property to the city main. We're in ABS now. Connects directly to cast iron. What I'm looking for are the joints, any offsets, cracks, holes, root intrusions. There's some sludge buildup, some flaking. All that can be, it looks like there's a material there. I'll note that in the report as having it can be hydrojetted. Looks like there's an exit hole here. This may not be the actual, this could mean that it's a non-conforming, meaning shared line. At 31 feet we have reached the transition point from the cast iron to what looks like concrete. And at 47 feet we have reached the city main. I'm going to pull back the line from here to that transition point. So as you can see, the cast iron does have some flaking, some deterioration around 28 feet. And then about right there, we have a separate connection point. It's kind of the line is a little bit corroded there at that point at 26 feet, and then there's an additional exit hole that may indicate it doesn't seem like it. Well, there's that. There's the so you can see the water's running there. And somebody just flushed the toilet. That helps me. So as you can see, there's some corrosion, pretty heavy corrosion here at 26 feet. And then also an additional exit. Normally an additional exit could be in the building of the house, could have a separate drainage on each side of the house that goes into the same lateral or this could mean that a property on each side could be sharing this exit for the lateral to the main from this point. The houses on each side are pretty distant from one another, but this will have to be verified before selling the house. But this right here, just the condition of that, it could be just sludge. I'm going to fail this because of that condition there of that section, and I'll mark this as well. And then this transition point, this exit here for further review by a licensed professional. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video so I can locate. Okay, I'm back. So there's some kind of disruption in the zone detection between my reader and the zone head of my camera. That could mean that there's a lot of electrical wiring underground that's disrupting that signal. I was able to identify where it's heading, so within this approximate area. So this is definitely about 26 feet, approximately 24 to 26 feet, where this is going to need to be looked at least just on my camera. And then an additional, you can see my camera's moving out some of that debris. And then at about 27 feet there's a exit hole, or another exit coming and joining into the lateral. So that needs to be verified if it's just an additional house drainage, or if it's a shared line, which means a non-conforming. That means the additional property on the southwest side is joining in with this one, tying into this lateral. So I'm going to fail it so that you can get more of an accurate, detailed description of what's happening there, and definitely the condition of the pipe in that area so it doesn't fail or fail inspection during another home inspection. So I'm going to pull back the line for the rest of the way. And as you can see, that my line actually pushed a lot of that debris out. There's some corrosion and flaking in the cast iron line. So I have marked the general area on the front and the northwest side of the house where the 24 feet would be. But again, most likely just going to have the video looked at just to make sure that, and then also verified with the Clackamas County Sewer Division, just to make sure that there's no non-conforming lines. So this does conclude the sewer line camera inspection for this property. As you saw with me, around 24 to 27 feet, there is an issue for concern, or at least an issue for further evaluation by a licensed professional who specializes in sewers, just to determine, one, the condition of the cast iron connection, and also the T intersection there where there's an additional exit coming into the main lateral to the main. So both of these things should be investigated further. I'm going to fail this sewer line camera inspection so that will happen. Thank you for choosing Lantern Inspections.